Hello guys.
Hello guys.
Welcome back again to our YouTube channel. Thank you for always subscribing, following us, and thank you for listening to what we have to share with you guys. So today what we've decided to talk about is our journey so far, our experience in the last 6 months that we've been here in this country. We are evaluating and saying, okay, is it a good or bad decision coming to this country, considering the pros and cons, So yeah, that's what we'd love to share with you today. And delving straight into it on my own part, I have my, my advantages and disadvantages, or the pros and cons that I've been here, right? But I don't know, for you, how has it been so far, being in this country? Pros and cons, what do you think of it? Good or bad decision?
Okay, so basically for me, ever since I actually landed in Canada, and if I'm going to maybe make a comparison with Nigeria, for me now, my perspective towards life has actually changed being in Canada versus being in Nigeria. There are some things that while I was in Nigeria, I never thought it was possible, but coming here and experiencing the things that I've experienced, I realized that these things are, actually very, very possible. And two areas that actually stand out for me are in terms of healthcare. Healthcare in Canada is awesome, guys. Healthcare, one experience I can readily point out is when I had my first child. And I had my first child here in Canada. I feel like the kind of experience that I have here.
You have a second child?
Well, we have a second. Of course, I have a second child very soon.
Very soon. When?
I don't know. Anyway, so right, and I feel like the kind of experience I had in the hospital, even outside of the hospital during the pregnancy process, is not something I would have had in Nigeria. Because when I'm trying to make a comparison, I've seen people deliver children in Nigeria, the way the healthcare system is, and sometimes you shed tears when you hear some things like, what kind of, but here in Canada it's so different. Right from the point where the doctor asks you to, go to the laboratory for blood work, you don't even need to bother about the result when you go or things like that. The result gets sent to the doctor who sent you. Your own is just to go there, appear, and go home. It's so seamless. The way they take healthcare so seriously, and they give you the quality. I feel like if I need to get that kind of quality in Nigeria, I need to pay through my nose for it. I'm not even sure I can afford it.
Yeah.
In Nigeria, I'm not even sure I can afford it. But to think that here in Canada, healthcare is even free for permanent residents. Oh my God, it's amazing. When I had my child, imagine you were there at the hospital. Now, was anybody sending you to go and buy cotton wool or go and buy methylated spirits or go and buy injection or something? Nobody. They realize how important it is to have your partner there. And right from the point we got there, nobody sent us, anywhere or any. It was just seamless. To the point that every time I took to the hospital, if I didn't even open the bag to bring out a pin, everything was provided by the hospital. And we were there for 2 days or number of days, 3 days. Yeah. And the way I took my bag from the house to the hospital, the same way I brought it back home. I didn't use not a single thing. And you think about where in Nigeria does that happen? So that means I can actually go to an hospital in Canada without anything, and I would deliver my child and everything will be taken care of. And it's just so seamless. And it's just really amazing. Just having that quality of healthcare is something that that really, 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 I really appreciate about this country. And another thing again is security. Because I remember that in Nigeria, when I was in Nigeria, if I'm going to work in the morning, I'm looking behind me because I'm leaving very early in the morning and everywhere is still dark. I'm looking at and again when I'm coming back at night, I'm still looking. Because it's late in the night, and everybody. But here in Canada, security is where nobody bothers about. You can even sleep in your house and not lock the door. Can you try that in Nigeria? You don't want to. You don't want to try it. People deliver parcels here, and they just put it in front of your door.
That's amazing.
Yes, and it's just there. Nobody is, concerned about. And it's just you live your life seamlessly, basically. Like the things that we worry about in Nigeria, they are not there. And I want easy life. I want easy life. Honestly, I don't want to be bothered about. I don't know. Maybe you don't want easy, but me, I want easy life. And then taking out all those things that you can live your life peacefully, seamlessly, is just awesome. However, the one thing that's getting to Canada, when I got to Canada, I was rethinking whether I should come back home or not, was the weather. guys, weather. And we got to Canada like when winter was really, we got in the middle of winter, right? And it was so cold, you know. So transitioning from Nigeria, where you have this hot climate, and coming here, it's like you sometimes you will go outside and
weather is something else.
And I mean, you are standing outside to catch the bus, and water is just dripping out of your nose just because it's so cold. So sometimes in Calgary here we experience as low as minus 28 degrees,
minus
right?
30,
minus 30 degrees. Yeah. You can imagine what that is like. Even your freezer that you're using at home is 0 degrees. So imagine you being in minus 30 degrees. I mean, it's like when you hold ice blood in your hand like this, your hand will just your hand will go numb and blood is no longer flowing through. But anyway, so basically for me, those are like those are like the things I really appreciate about the country. And yeah, what I do not appreciate.
It's a good decision or it's not a good decision?
Hey, that question I asking you, see, my dear brothers and sisters in the Lord, what do you guys think? It's a good decision I made. I feel like it's one of the best decisions I've actually, made in my life. It's one of the best decisions, basically. Okay. Anyway, so that's my own side. So what about you now? What do you think?
Well, for me, I'll talk about the positives first as well. One major positive is the area of jobs or the professional life. Over here, working is more straightforward. Like when you're at work, obviously, usually they pay per hour or you're a salaried person. So I am a salaried person. So when you're at work, you focus on work, right? Nobody requires you to work the extra unnecessary hours sometimes. Yeah, if you are a very up and down person, a diligent person, you know your deliverables, you could go home and do the extra work, but nobody requires you. In fact, they would always tell you, you know what, your personal life is yours. Try not to work on weekends, try not to work extra hours, because truly a lot of jobs are hourly, paid on the by the hour, so to say. So in those instances, if you have to work an extra hour, then the employer knows he has to pay extra.
Yeah, because they're paying for your time.
Because they're paying for your time. But even if you're a salaried person, which means that you are not being paid per hour, technically you are paid at the end of the month, still they do not overburden you, They do not overstress you, and it's just way easier. Again, there are a lot of remote opportunities. I work remotely, a lot of remote opportunities, so that makes it easy. They are very welcoming to remote opportunities. But still talking about that, which spills into peace of mind and stress. Well, since I came to this country, even before I had a job, my first job, I had the greatest peace of mind I'd ever had in a long time, because I didn't have the stress of traffic. Well, maybe people in Toronto would not agree, but still. Even in Toronto, I don't think Toronto is bad in terms of traffic, but I don't think it's as bad.
Organized traffic.
Yeah, one is organized. Organized.
Or like Lagos, where everything must be logical.
Yeah, and for me, being able, for instance, in Lagos, now the opposite is in Lagos. When we were in Lagos, we used to wake up 4 a.m. every day. Oh
my God!
Just because my wife had to, she was working on the island, we lived on the mainland. Then she had to join the staff bus. The staff bus leaves by 5, was it 5 or 5:30? 5:30. So when she wakes up 4, I wake up 4:30. Then we dress up, so we leave the house. They have to drop her at the staff bus. Then every day like that. Then from work, I close. Usually I used to close from work 9:10, there about 9:10. So you get home 11:12. Do that every day,
and then again you wake up by 4. I mean, you're barely getting 4 hours.
So you do that every day. Sometimes you get home after 12. You understand? Then you wake up 4 o'clock. After 12, 4 o'clock. That's something else. So people that don't stay in Lagos might not be able to relate. Or people that stay close to their place of work. But essentially, that is not the case here. If I want to go anywhere, I can plan. I mean, we'll stay in a big city. But at the same time, the stress is not just there. You see, when you remove stress from your life, you can think clearly. Your life and work-life balance is super here. For instance, when I'm done with work on some days, I go out, I bike, I ride my bicycle, I will finish work, go to a restaurant, whatever it is. So work-life balance for me is something I've not had since I began my career about 9 years ago. So after 9 years of working in Lagos, I couldn't have prayed for something better. So essentially for me, it's a good decision. If only for that reason, it's the best decision I've made, at least when it comes to where I'm going to live. When it comes to maybe a city or a place where I'm going to live, it's the best decision.
So you have me to thank for that, for pushing the express.
No. I was already in the process.
Oh well.
I was not just serious about it, but I was already in the process. I already had a profile in the express entry, whatever. Even before we met, I was not just serious about it.
Whatever. So, anyways, guys, so essentially now, I mean, to just put it in context or to summarize it now, what do you think about our moving from Nigeria to Canada? Is it a good or a bad decision?
Now, the reason we also decided to make this video is because we've had people ask, like, be honest.
Yeah.
We want to relocate, but what is it like?
Yeah.
Is it good? Is it bad? Now, I always put a caveat. The channel or your method of coming to this country is very important.
Very important.
My experience as a permanent resident will be different from someone who came as a student. Then it will also be different from someone who probably came on visiting and for one reason or the other look for ways to stay back. Some channels are easier than the other. After you land, but before you land, they are tougher. For instance, it's tougher to come here as a permanent resident, but it's easier when you land. On the contrary, it's easier to come as a student, but it's a little bit tougher when you land because you then need to finish your studies. There's a limited number of hours you can do and all those stuff. So essentially, for me, it's been, a wonderful decision, and I will take the decision 11 times out of 10.
But at least you can't say that. Okay, so what exactly do you miss about Nigeria? At least.
Yeah. True. What I miss about Nigeria, I forgot that part, is the way we have fun, the way I used to have fun. The definition of fun here is totally different. And I miss that part. I really miss that part. So for instance, in Nigeria, where we play music, you could go to a restaurant. Look at that section of the restaurants, the bars that we had. You could go and eat pepper soup.
Yes,
you could go and eat
literally.
what's all those fishes? Fish and chips. Barbecue fish and all those stuff. Then they'll be playing music in the corner and you'll be having your drink, you'll be having a nice time, you'll be gisting. You don't have that here. I miss that so much. You don't have that here. So in fact, a little bit of the hustle and bustle, of when not the serious one that causes traffic, but that everywhere is just silent.
But it's peaceful now.
Of course, if you stay in downtown, it's not that silent.
Even if you stay in downtown, downtown is not. You cannot compare downtown to there's no unnecessary noise.
I think I miss that Nigerian vibe.
I miss that Nigerian vibe here. Places where I would just, I think I get a pepper soup today. I'll just carry my bag and go to this close bar to my house and just order pepper soup, sit down and you're watching whether it's Man United or Chelsea. They are showing or something. You're just watching.
You're watching when Man is beating Chelsea 7-0.
Lol, that's the Man of yesterday, not the one of today. So, anyways, guys, really, to wrap it up, honestly, it's been a wonderful, awesome, marvelous, super, whatever adjective do you have to qualify the decision that we made? Oh my God. Beautiful.
Beautiful. And everybody will not leave the country, which is fine. But if you've decided to leave the country and you feel you are qualified for the express entry, please do it. And you thank yourself for it.
Yeah.
Now people when they land, it takes people different times to settle in. It depends on a lot of things. For instance, do you have family here? They will help you settle in better. For instance, how much are you bringing in to help you settle in better? The job, the industry you're looking at.
I kind of feel like overall, if you come to Canada and even if it takes you a little bit of time to settle down, governments have a lot of things in place to ease your settlement. So it's going to be, it may not really be all that rosy as you want, but it's going to be seamless.
But one thing you can be guaranteed of, and now we are talking as permanent resident, one thing you can be guaranteed of is it doesn't take forever for you to find your feet as a permanent resident.
It doesn't.
It might be tough a little bit in the beginning, and people have it easier than each other.
Yes.
Of course, we are all different.
But even at the barest minimum, guys, minimum, you will not suffer. Honestly, you won't.
Unless you don't know what you are doing, really.
You will not.
Because
you have access to a lot of government, incentives and things just to ease your why you find your feet.
Yeah.
Right. So, guys, it's beautiful.
So thank you. I think that will be all.
Okay guys, thank you very much. So today we have come to the end of this video. Thank you very much for watching. As usual, please, if you know that you have not subscribed, it's not good though. Please
remember to subscribe. Hit the like button.
Yeah, hit the like button and share the page and the video. So alright guys,
we'll see you again
bye
next time. Bye.